Bum, bum, bum. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Rewind, the retro video game show coming to you live every Friday at 3 p.m. Eastern right here on the AWS for Games channels on YouTube and Twitch. My name is Chris Melissinos, and I'm the Principal Evangelist for Video Games here at AWS. And on this episode of Rewind, we're going to be taking a look at the Pico-8 fantasy console from developer Lexolawful Games. Now, Pico-8's been around for about 6 years now, but I recently rediscovered it, and I'm having an absolute blast messing about with this platform. So what is the Pico-8 fantasy console anyway? So from the official website, it is a fantasy console is like a regular console, but without the inconvenience of actual hardware. Pico-8 has everything else that makes a console. Machine specifications, display format, development tools, design culture, distribution platform, a community, and playership. It is similar to a retro game emulator, but for a machine that never existed. Pico-8 specifications and ecosystem are instead designed from scratch to produce something that has its own identity and feels real. So instead of physical cartridges, programs made for Pico-8 are distributed on PNG images that look like cartridges, which is completely cool, by the way. And it's complete with labels and a fixed 32K data capacity. The specifications of the Pico-8 environment are a 128 by 128 fixed 16-color palette display, 6-button controllers, 32K data encoded as, again, PNG files on their carts. So basically, you take the picture of the game, and that is the code. Sound is achieved through a 4-channel, 64 definable chip blurbs. You code in Lua, P8 Lua, with a maximum of 8,192 tokens of code. Sprites are a single bank of 128 8x8 sprites with 128 shared. And your tile map is 128 by 32 shared. Now, there's a lot more to cover in the Pico-8 environment. And rather than just talk about it, I can't wait for us to go explore it together. So let's jump on over to the 8-bit living room and check out the amazing games that can be created in Pico-8. Ooh, and here we are over here in the 8-bit living room. How's everybody doing? Yay! Yay! All right, let me say hello here in the chat. Hey, gang. And we'll go ahead and jump over here as well. You also probably heard me mention at the top of or you probably heard me singing along to the opening theme song. I forgot that my mic was on, but yeah, that's what we did. So anyway, so this is the Pico-8 environment. I'm super excited about this because I've just been going through and playing a bunch of incredible games that were done on this little, again, fantasy console. It was never released, but you can now play it on everything from like Ambernick devices to the Steam Deck to Windows and other sorts of things. In fact, let me show you something cool. Hang on. Ooh. Boop. All right, so look at that. Real-time sound effects without any editor working with me there in the building. So there was, and there still is, because if you have one, you still own it. There is this little console here called the Pocket Chip. And this was a machine that included this compute module. This is a $9 computer. So think about it as a like a Raspberry Pi type of device, but a $9 machine computer. And then they created this lovely little kind of touch screen and keyboard, and all of which I love for hacking purposes, right? All of these leads that are directly back to the inputs into the processor. So that way you could go ahead and tie it into external devices and all other kinds of stuff, and be able to go ahead and control external devices from this. And it came with a nice battery. And the cool thing was that when this was released, and again, this has got to be about 6 years ago, one of the development environments that came with the Pocket Chip was the Pico-8 environment. And that's where I first experienced it. I'm going to go and power this on, even see if it pops back up. And so they were shipping it on, again, devices like the Pocket chip for educational purposes. And so kids could go ahead and start to learn how to program these small little bite-sized games in this 32 kilobytes of data. And we'll go ahead and let that power up. So anyway, I was going back through playing some older retro games, as I am wont to do all the time. And decided, yeah, let me go ahead and dust off the Pico-8 environment and start playing around with it again. Let's also check out these sounds here. There we go. No more stuttering there. You know, that happens sometimes with virtual mixers and things like that. Anyway, so I started playing around with the environment again and was blown away by the type of games that can be created using the Pico-8. So we're going to go through a bunch of my favorites today, and I'm going to walk you around the environment a little bit. So let's go ahead and first we'll go ahead and pop up. Well, let's start right here with Invaders 2600. I'm going to go ahead and shut off the music here so we can hear the stuff in the background. And so the way this works, so the interface that I'm in, actually, let's start with that. Let's start with the interface for the Pico-8. So what we're looking at here, we'll actually go right back to the beginning of the Pico-8. So when you first boot up the Pico-8, you're just presented with basically a CLI command line interface. And there's several things you can do. You can just type help and lovely. It just gives you a nice little, guide or help with some of the things you can do immediately to go and start with Pico-8. And so you can go ahead and jump directly into the Explore application, which allows you to explore games and cartridges that are hosted online and that you can download and go ahead and play. But you can also jump into an entire editor. So let's go ahead and take a look at Explore first. And that's where I was here. So in Explore, and I'm completely controlling it with a game controller. We have my favorites that are listed here. Here's a list of new games that have been developed and basically published. Featured games. So these are games that the company goes ahead and features, which is why it's called featured. Work in progress. So I can hit the update here. It'll go out to the network, and it will go ahead and show me games that are in progress from people, right, and developers. We have jams. So if there are game jams going on or games that came out of game jams, they will be found here. We have lucky draw, so you go ahead and hit your update button, and it will just go randomly find a game for you and pull that up for you. Let's see, where are we? Oh, and that was a search, so you can search this, and you can also look through the directories that are local to your machine. So a bunch of games that were on here that come with the Pico-8 environment. And so this is how you navigate the system. So let's go ahead and start up Invaders 2600. And these are the type of games that you can make on the Pico-8. All right, well, not just these types of games. This is one of many. So here we're going to go and we'll quit and start in here. Now, what I love about this one is called Invaders 2600 because it looks like the Space Invaders game on the Atari VCS or the Atari 2600. We just did an episode last week all about the Atari VCS Lego set and the updates to the Atari 50th anniversary celebration game collection by Digital Eclipse, which is now part of Atari. So special shout out to Mike and Tom and the whole crew over there at Digital Eclipse. So here you go. You have a nice serviceable Space Invaders game. And let's go ahead and just clear out the level here. Come on. Okay. Oh, let's see, can I hit the last one? All right, there you go. And it's cleared. So then you can move on to the next level. And there you go, wave 2. All right, so we're going to go ahead and pause the game. So now I can go ahead and continue. I can head back over to Explore, which is exactly what we're going to do. And now I have this game loaded here. So if I back out once, I can go ahead and escape again, and now it takes me into the code editor. So included with the Pico-8 environment, we also have the ability or rather, it includes your code editor. So this is the code for the game, for the Space Invaders game that we were just playing right now. And so we can go ahead and look through it. Now, remember, when we were kids growing up before, in the earliest era of home computers, this is the way we learned how to program. We would type in games from magazines like Compute Gazette and stuff like that, and then work through the code and start taking a look at how, the games were constructed. And then we would start playing around with variables to change different elements of the game, maybe colors or put in a different sprite or increase our lives, all of these things. So you can see in here, it's exactly what it gives you the ability to do as well. Any of the games that you're able to play on the Pico-8, you can go in and check out the code and basically start building or messing about with it to learn how to script in Lua and to create your own games. So this one, I believe, is just, so this is the main classes and loop. This is, and so you have different tabs for different elements of the game, so that way you can kind of break those apart and you can keep track of them pretty easily. And so, you can go in here and start messing about with the code and modify some of those games and start to learn your way around the Pico-8 infrastructure. But it also includes a full sprite editor that has multiple tabs as well. So you can go ahead and build all the graphics that you need for the games, and you can go ahead and tab those out as well to go ahead and keep those separated. It also includes a mapper that allows you to go ahead and build the tile map that you would use for games where you may be scrolling across a landscape or something like that. And what else do we have in here? We also have a music editor as well, or a tracker, right? So this one is for audio. So these are sound effects, excuse me. So you have all your different waveforms that you can use there. And these are the elements of the sound effects that are used in this game. And they also have a music tracker. So you can go in and create your music. You can create your music, your sound effects, your sprites, your map, and your code all in this same environment. And then you can just save it, export it out, and let other people go ahead and play your games. It is amazing. And this is one of those types of applications that becomes like a huge rabbit hole, because once you start messing around with it, even as rudimentary as it is, oh my gosh, the types of games that people are making are just insane. And that's what we're going to go ahead and walk through. So I can just escape back out and get right back into the Explore environment, and we can start going through some of my favorite games that were developed in the Pico-8. Now, this application, if you want the full executable that you can download and play on and program in, it's $14. And I believe right now, if you go over to their website, which is Lexalawful Games, they have another virtual console or fantasy console they've created called, it's Voxeltron or something like that. But basically, it's a voxel-based game engine. So basically, all your characters built out of tiny cubes. Have you ever played games like, what is it? 8-Bit Hero, I think it is, on the PlayStation 3. Really amazing game, and everything is built out of voxels. That's what you'd get there. So if you buy that package for $20, they throw in Pico-8 for free. So you'd get both of those incredible environments. You can start playing around and making retro games and all kinds of stuff. So definitely go ahead and check that out. But let's go ahead and start checking out some amazing games here. So I had a couple of different invaders, going to be modifying one. Now, one of the things I do love are when developers do demakes of games. So here is a demake of Burger Time, all done in the Pico-8. And again, you can see really small resolution, right? 128 by 128. But all of the gameplay elements are here, right? I mean, it plays and looks just like Burger Time and better than any other 8-bit version of that game that I played way back in the day. Really just amazing, amazing little games that can be created here. And like I said, not just little or, and I don't mean to imply that they are lesser games, because I'm going to show you some stuff that just blew me away. From 3D engines and 3D environments to, well, just more classic games. So this is Burger Time in Pico-8. Absolutely love this. Let's see if we can get the egg there, and it should drop me down. And the cool thing too, you know, if you ever really wanted to learn, you know, how a game like Burger Time works, you can go ahead and just open up the code and see what the developers did to create this version of Burger Time. It's pretty awesome. All right, let me just go grab all of them. Let me just at least clear the board. There we go. It's that one. Come on, guys. Let's go. Oh, shoot. Oh, dun, dun. Oh, just got hit. All right, let's go ahead and get that last bun. Let's go get that bun. Get it down there on top of that burger. Let's see. Here we go. All right. That should drop it all the way down. And there you go. We've completed the level. Yay! Great job. Great job. So that is Burger Time on the Pico-8. All right, let's go ahead and move back on over to another game. Okay, here we go. This one was super surprised to see this. Here is a 3D first-person perspective skiing game. All right, so we can choose a bunch of different tracks. We'll just start with the basic one here. And here we go. So this is all being done in 32K of memory, right? Of code, I should say. Amazing. Now let me see. Yeah, and there I was. I went ahead and jumped. Oh, look at that. You even had a little bit of a... It wasn't a real sample. Oh! I sucked at that. We'll try it again. Here we go. Here we go. And let's go ahead and charge the jump up. Yeah, and so, I mean... Could you imagine if you were playing a little game back in the 8-bit days that looked like this at home? You would think you were looking at the equivalent of a PS5 back in the day, right? That's what you'd be doing. Jump over that. Nope, nope. Let me see. All right, let's make a couple of gates there. So you can see, using dithering to create more colors on the screen than really they had a capability to do. And also, I don't know if they can't be doing polygons. So I would love to dig in this code and figure out what they're doing here too. But just really amazing little game. And oh, there we are jumping over. Oh, crash right into the tree. Womp, 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 womp. All right, so that is snow on the Pico-8. All right, let's go ahead and jump into, here we go, a little Star Fox demo. Let's check that out. Yeah, now, obviously, it's not the full game, but here you go. This is Star Fox running at a higher frame rate, right? Obviously on, much more capable hardware, but running at a higher frame rate than on the original Super Nintendo. Obviously, again, not as much going on there, but it looks like it's a good approximation of Star Fox. Let me see. Can I turn sideways? I don't think so. So this is just a little demo that somebody put together of the first level. Also, yeah, the music is pretty terrible there, but here we go. This is again, little Star Fox-like game, all running on the Pico-8 Fantasy console. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Now, one of the games that, popular game that people may have played called Celeste was actually created on the Pico-8. And, yeah, pretty amazing. Pretty amazing. Yeah, let's go ahead and jump into a little tennis. All right, and here we go. And this game, now, here's what's really cool. So I mentioned that you could play this on multiple platforms. And it should probably be good if I hit the right. Okay, there we go. Why am I missing that? Hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on. Hold on. Why? Which button is it? Oh, there it is. Okay. Hold on here. Hold on. Yeah, so apparently I can't find the swing button there, so. Okay, there we go. right? So this is just like, the old Atari VCS tennis or NES tennis back in the day. Completely serviceable. And one of the cool things they did was, they do the court rotation when you have to go in and change sides, right? And they have different, power and curve that you can go ahead and use. Let's see. Let's at least get to one more turnover. Oh, look at that. He put some power behind that too. All right, let's see. Nope. And that CPU point because I stink at playing tennis. And there's my fault again. Because I tried to move before they were ready. And look at that. I keep missing it. Maybe just stand here. There we go. Instead of trying to rush to meet the ball, wanted to stand and let the ball come to me. Out CPU 1 point. Oh, that was a fault. Yeah, that was a fault, of course. And I think we're going to go ahead and do the screen rotation again. And let's drop that down there. I wonder if that's legal too. If you can just let the balls just sit there and drop. Ooh, player 1 point. He's on fire with what? How many points? Let's go ahead and just let him beat me. So that way we can see. Yeah, screen rotation again. Whoop, whoop. Look at that. That is just so cool looking. So that's tennis on this. But what I was going to say is what I love about this is the ability to go ahead and play in the browser. So there's nothing to really download. You have a link that you can go ahead and click. It brings up in the browser, brings up on your mobile phone browser, and it has controls right there on the screen, and it works perfectly. So you can basically play these across pretty much any device that you want, and it's pretty awesome. All right, let's take a look at a more advanced game. I'm going to actually make this easier because this one is a difficult game to play. But check out the sprite scaling that the Pico-8 is doing in this racing game. So here we go. We can go ahead and select different types of tracks. We'll stay on the original track. And I believe, yeah, look at it. It's going to do a zoom in, a flyby and a zoom in. And here we go. And we are playing a sprite scaler racing game on the Pico-8 that has jumps and, a little bit of crashing there or off the course. Oh my goodness, very sensitive. Look at the way like the tires are rotating as you're playing. It's giving you your positions at the top of the screen. But one of the things I love about environments like this, right, is that it forces developers to make really difficult choices in everything from game design to the interface. So, for example, if you look at the top of the screen where it has my car right there, you can see that I am currently in the lead. Except not now because now I just got stuck under the bridge and it's going to have me respawn. So one of the things that now they're going to knock me off again. And I'm going to have to respawn again. So now, look, I'm all the way in last place, right? Pretty crazy. But just, look at this. And again, you could go in and look at the code and make adjustments yourself and learn how this developer went ahead and created such an amazing experience on such a tiny little platform like the Pico-8. All right, but going back to the choices for interface and design. So rather than having just the number on the top or an overhead map, you can see it just goes ahead and lights up which position my car is in. So they made really good use of limited space, limited resolution for this. So let's see. All right, made that full jump. It's incredible. These little games are absolutely amazing. And once again, you could play it on your PC, Mac, Linux, web browsers, mobile phones, just anything. Pretty cool. All right, so that was, which one was that? That was ramps. All right, now let's go ahead and move into something even a little more complex. Let's see. We have, look at this. We have somebody here who is offering to give us a promotion on lowering our prices. And let's go ahead and remove that one. So yeah, they, what is it? The price is lower than any competitor. Quality is guaranteed to be the best, flexible and convenient. So yeah, no, we don't need your help, but you know, thanks, I guess. All right, let's go ahead and jump right back into this version of Doom called Poom. And yeah, we'll just leave this in here like this. Look, we have a nice opening scene, and yeah, where are we going from here? So, look, we have the music from Doom. Now, one of the buttons, yeah, will let me strafe. And I believe that is also used to open up doors. And let me see. No, not that one. All right, let's go find some enemies. They did a really good job with the music too. And again, this entire game, the music tracking and everything else, it was all built using this environment, right? This $14 download. And yeah, it's basically Doom, or a, you know, not really Doom, but inspired by Doom, right? And, you know, once you, I mean, it moves really fast, which I'm not really used to for this type of a game. But once you get used to it and get used to toggling on your strafe by holding down one of the two buttons that are assigned here, it's really quite playable. There you go. You have, you know, fake light sourcing and all that other stuff happening there. Okay, here we go. This is the key card. Let's go grab that. And let's go ahead and make our way back out of here. I think this should probably be the exit, right? Yep, that's going to be the exit back there. Boom. And that is Poom for Pico Doom, right? And we completed the hangar in 1 minute and 28 seconds and 43 100ths of a second. 7 kills, no secrets. So they even had secrets built into there too. Want more? Yes. Oh, then you can go to the website and you can go ahead and get more Poom in your life. So pretty awesome stuff. All right. So now let's go ahead and take a look at another game that is basically building on the same type of engine, or the other developers have done things like the Wolfenstein engines. This is Trial of the Sorcerer. There's an editor in here. I wonder what that does. Okay, I haven't played around with the editor, so let's not do that. Let's just go ahead and follow on our main quest here. Let's see. So yeah, we don't always cower in fear and overground on a graveyard. Okay, and here we go. So now we're going to move through this environment here, and I believe this one is like a fantasy themed one, right? And let me go ahead and stop the background music. Let's just listen to the dulcet tones of the game here. All right, and we're going to open this up. Oh, we have our magic wand there and firing on some bats. And there's the key that we're going to need, I think, to get out of the level here. And again, once you start learning how to go ahead and play the game by strafing, and it gets pretty accessible. Now, let's see. I think, yeah, okay. Now I'm getting stuck in here with a bunch of baddos. And then I think we're going to see some dogs. They're going to pop up here soon. But again, entire game written in this, there we are, in this interface. The music is all done in here. Sound effects, incredible. 32K of memory for, or 32K of code for this game. And amazingly distributable, right? Again, played on the web. They have a huge developer community. They have what they call their BBS. You can go in and ask for help. Yeah, promote your games. Let's see. Oh, okay. Skeleton. That's a big baddie. Oh no. Let's see. Let's make sure I don't die here. There's the exit. Hooray! We went ahead and did it. Again, all of this built in such a tiny little footprint. And wickedly playable. Just love it so much. I'm telling you, playing this on my Steam Deck has been so much fun. I mean, I could be playing all those other games that I've been picking up, but no, I mean, I'm having so much fun exploring all the creative experiences that incredibly accomplished developers are creating in such a tiny platform. And that's the stuff I really love, is when we stretch our imagination and stretch the possibilities of technology. That's what I absolutely love. But yeah, so here we go. So this is yet another amazing game on the Pico-8. Let's go ahead and jump in to, all right, let's jump into another one. So this one is this Whiplash Taxi company. It's basically a take on Crazy Taxi, all again done in Pico-8. So let's go check this out. Top scores, here we go. Nope, let's go ahead and do, let's see, which one starts that? Oh, well, it would help if I went ahead and just read there. There we go. So there's the arrow to go pick up somebody, and let's go off and pick them up. Oh, all right. And so now we have arrows on the side of the screen that are guiding me to the destination. Look at that. You have objects in the environment that you can collide with. Oh, oh, come on, come on. There we go. Got a little music soundtrack too. I mean, it's not the Offspring or Rob Zombie or anything like that, but you know, there we go. Thank you. This is freaking Crazy Taxi in Pico-8. Like I'm just, again, blown away by it. It's just, it's awesome. Okay, come on, get in there. What am I hung up on? Was I hung up on some of the geometry there? Oh, that's why. Okay, here we go. Oh, okay, I see what's happening now. Because it's also, you have buttons and you have your joystick that you can use to go ahead and accelerate. Look, you got this little, just crazy good. Stop, and there you go. I mean, this is everything that Crazy Taxi is, just boiled down into this tiny little environment. Once again, you know, the creativity of game developers and just programmers that want to use, oh, that person is, I just dropped him off and then I decided to hit him. Let's see, is that right? Yeah, okay, here we go. Yeah. So not destructible environments, but some things in the environment that you can go ahead and build. Oh, I just realized there is a mini map at the bottom of the screen. Oh, look at that. That is just so cool. All right, let's see. Can I go ahead and oh, no, yeah. Can I get over there? Let's see. Here we go. Here we go. Where do I need to get to? That person wanted me to stop, but we're not doing that. We've got somebody here. We've got to get them to their destination as quickly as we can. So we're just going to cut across the grass here. You know, and if you need to, just, yeah. You know, little Offspring. Let's see. And there you go. Crazy Taxi clone on the freaking Pico-8. Just incredible. Just incredible. I absolutely love it. All right. We have a lot more to go and explore. We're barely made a dent yet. All right. Let's go ahead. Actually, let's go ahead and take a look at one of the best arcade demakes that I played on here. Dinky Kong. That's right, Dinky Kong. Here we go. Now, one of the things that this allowed you to do is it had a flicker feature, which I didn't like. So I'm going to shut that. Let's make sure we keep that shut off. And yeah, here we go. Dinky Kong, y'all. Sounds like the original game, looks like it, but done in a much smaller resolution. And here we go. And this is also very difficult. It doesn't follow the same patterns as Donkey Kong did. This one is pretty... It is a pretty difficult game. Let's see. I mean, Donkey Kong was a difficult game, but okay, let's see. All right. Ooh, look at that. Maybe it's not that difficult. All right, here we go. All right, we hit that at the top. Let's go ahead and drop in to the next level. And I think they have... Do they have all three? Maybe they have all 4 levels. Not sure. We're going to go ahead and see. All right, here we go. And look at that. You know, they didn't have enough room to keep the scoreboard at the top, so it's just down there at the bottom, hanging out there for you to go ahead and check out. And yeah, they're trapped there, so come on, let's see. And we got that one. We got that one. I just need to get them down here at the bottom so I can make my way back up to the top and not go ahead and jump on one of the gaps and blow up my spot there. Okay, now how am I going to get him down here? Let's see. Come on. Shoot, now we have a second one up there, though. All right, let's go. Let's go. Come on. You know you want to be... Oh, shoot. All right, so now we're just going to have to grab the hammer and hope that we can clear all these fantastic fireballs out. But again, I'm just blown away by how good these D-makes are. And there we go. All right, we went ahead and hit that. Yeah! Yay! It's got all the music that you'd expect, and they just did this again, all inside the editor here. Just crazy. Okay, yeah, all right. Look, they even did the one barrel to the side, right? That you could jump and grab that 100 points if you were skillful enough to do so. Oh, backwards jump there. And I love, I mean, how, look at how small the Mario sprite is. And they still went ahead and really kept all of his animation there. Obviously, you can't see his mustache, right? But all the animation that you'd expect to see on Mario is there. Pretty amazing. Or Jumpman, the real name of the character in Donkey Kong. Yeah, here we go. Oh my goodness. Yeah, just insane. Oh, fell a little bit too far. Womp, womp, womp. All right, here we go. Oh, okay. I thought it was on the first level, and I forgot. That was my bad. All right, here we go. I mean, all of them are my bad when I'm dying and not succeeding, when I'm not thriving. Okay, now we got to wait for him to go by, and then... There we go. All right. Now, let that fireball get up out of the way. Oh, shoot. Man, difficult. Really difficult. All right. We're just going to play this last jump man out. And then we'll go ahead and move on to more awesome Pico-8 greatness. Can I do it? No, he did not do it. Oh, my goodness. That was just absolutely terrible. Just absolutely terrible. But there you go. I mean... Just, again, the inventiveness that developers have in taking, again, these small form factor spaces and doing amazing stuff with. In fact, you know what? Let's go ahead and see what happens if we exit out of here. And now we can go in and check out the code. There you go. So now you can go through and you can see how they created Donkey Kong. And look, they've used up almost all of the space, all of the available space, 8,132 out of 8,192 tokens in Pico-8. And then they've got their different stages in here and how those are broken out. And it says type 2 conveyors. So yes, they have the conveyors. That means this version of Donkey Kong, this D-Make, has all 4 levels of the arcade in a 32K cartridge. Just... absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. You can go in and see, again, they've broken out. They've done a really good job of keeping everything clean and separated, right? Yeah, and here's your title screen. And then let's go ahead and check out what the sprite situation looks like. There's their sprite sheets. So here is the first one. The second one as well. There's your help screen right there. There's all of the sprites that are needed for the Donkey Kong title screen. And here's all the animation for Donkey Kong. And of course, these are made up of 4 sprites. Oh, no, 6 sprites. 6 sprites. 6 8x8 sprites to create Donkey Kong. Really just absolutely incredible. Again, just go back in. And now we're back into Explorer. So that is Dinky Kong. Let's also go look at another one of my favorite arcade games of all time. This is Bobble on the Pico-8. And they've got the music going too. So lovely. Now, it's the levels are going to be a little bit compressed because of obviously the screen resolution, but it all feels just like the original Bobble. In fact, I think it's got more animation than the others. Look at like the tails on Bub right there. Little wagging and kind of trailing behind him. Pretty amazing. All right, let's see. Here we go. Okay, and that's one that I always used to get busted in because... Oh, can we get that E? Nope, we're not going to be able to get it before the screen leaves us. I don't know how many levels they have in here, but I'll tell you what, it feels really good. They did a really wonderful job on this game. Oh, look at that. That's how you do that, kids. That is how you do that. That's right. Yeah, of course. Here we go. And they have all the different bubble types, including the water ones, too. There we go. We're going to clean up the level with the water. Amazing. 32K. And once again, you could stop the game, go ahead and open up the code, see how they went ahead and did it, and learn. And that is what's really cool about, again, the Pico-8 platform. It's not just a place to play, it's a place to go ahead and learn and start building your own games, right? When we talk about this being the greatest era of game development, because there's more tools available to more people to create games than ever before. This is exactly what we're talking about. The fact that you can get access to this for $14, and it is a complete game development environment and distribution platform. Just incredible. Just absolutely incredible. Just love it. Love it. Look at all of that. Ooh, that water's moving fast. There we go. And I just picked him up after he died there. So that's Bobble. They even got the music in there. Loving it, loving it, loving it. And this is what I'm going to dig into as well, into the code, and see how they went ahead and actually partitioned everything and did it. But there you go. That is Bobble on the Pico-8. Amadar is another one that is not very well known. I mean, it is well known, but it's not a game that comes up in a lot of conversation when talking about classic games. I loved this one because it was just so much fun. So this is kind of a maze-like game as well, where you're this monkey and you've got to go around the different squares here, collecting all the coconuts to fill in the squares. And then you have one button that lets you... Oh, well, I have to press the right button. Let me see which one it is. Okay, it's that button. So you have one button that will make all of the enemies on the screen jump so you can move underneath them. All of the enemies that are roaming around the maze, every time they hit an adjoining line, they will make a right-hand turn onto it. So it sounds simple enough, but it's not. Clearly, it gets pretty difficult to keep track of where they are and what to avoid or what they're going to do when you kind of meet up with them. Here we go. Okay. Oh, come on. So ridiculous. Anyway, that's Amadar. Really good demake on the Pico-8. In fact, it isn't even really a demake. It looks just like, or close enough to the arcade as I remember. Pretty cool. All right, let's go at, Invader Overlord. So we were playing Space Invaders before. This is kind of the bullet hell version of Space Invaders that came out on the DS and I believe the PSP and a couple of others. This one is basically Space Invaders Extreme. So what'll happen is you can pick up these different weapons here, and if I build up the reds, it will give me a particular power-up to go ahead and clear the screen with. Same with white, same with, let's see, so this should be, let's see, am I going to do that with the white ones there? And then they'll start to create different formations. Actually, let's do the reds. Wait, red, blue. Let me see. Can I do that? Let's see. No, let's just do greens. Let's try getting all greens here and see what happens. But yeah, it's just another take on Space Invaders with a bunch of other components to it. And then what'll happen is you'll start getting some invaders with shields. You'll start getting some invaders with... There we go. So now I've got, see that that big multi-shot going on there, and you have a burn-down bar at the bottom of the screen. So now it's just basically throwing off all of these gold for points and stuff like that. Super awesome version of Space Invaders Extreme, all done on the Pico-8. 32K of fight code, just amazing. Here we go. There we go. There we go. So yeah, another really good Space Invaders game, and shmups are like my favorite genre of games. Just love them, just absolutely love them. So yeah, so that's Space Invaders Extreme, right? That's not what they call it, but that's what it is. Invader Overlord, that's what they called it. Galactic Wars, same thing. You know, here you go. Nice side-scrolling shmup. And first, you thought it was going to be like Galaga, didn't you? But alas, it is not like Galaga. It is its own thing. It's a bit like Gradius or something like that. R-Type. Oh, in fact, yeah, they have an R-Type clone in here. Let's see. Oops, there were my favorites. Where is it? I know that I have it in here. Let's see. Zone, Kick Wizards, Prax Fighter. Let's see. Where are you? Oh, Pango, Phoenix, Carnival, Frogger. Yeah, we got a bunch of them. There you go. R-Type. R-Type. Great D-make of R-Type. Love it. Here we go. Look at that. You have your beam charge in there too. 128 by 128 screen resolution on this thing. And all, again, done in this single Pico-8 environment for $14. And then you can share your games, your creations with your friends online. And once again, you can also go in and mess around with the code, learn how to go and create games just like this, take pieces of the code and make your own versions of these games, change the sprites, change the colors, change the variables. Amazing. All right, let's see if they actually have let's see how much of R-Type is in here, or if this is just inspired by R-Type, right? Let's see. What we should be coming up to here shortly is the loop. Oh, look at that. It even did the changing backgrounds. Oh my gosh, man. Amazing. Yeah, there it is. Oh my gosh. Incredible. Just really blown away by this. Oh, no. Don't get killed yet. All right, so I got killed. But there you go. That is R-Type on the Pico-8. Just silly, right? I mean, this is what I was saying when I was like excited about it, because, you know, we work in big engines all the time and stuff like that, but we don't get a lot of opportunity to go ahead and make these smaller games. And again, it's not even that it's smaller, is that we're working in a more constrained environment, but look at the playability of this game, right? I mean, it's as good as any of the other versions that I played. Yes, there's a little less resolution and stuff like that, but the creativity of the developers to put those graphics together, put these games together in such a small footprint. Crazy. Oh, I love it so much. Let's check out Pico Frogger, right? That's kind of one that we would expect. There we go. They got the music right. And this one is a little more difficult than I remember the original Frogger being. But it's all there. All the playability is there that you remember from Frogger. And there is the Lady Frogger. Okay, and oh yeah, they have crocodiles at the top there as well. And there you go. Frogger! Works! Looks similar to the Frogger you remember. All right, let's go ahead and check out a few more before we have to get out of here. Carnival was another one of those games that, if you had a ColecoVision when you were a kid, you'll remember this, but it didn't really kind of blow up the scene at all. But it has a good amount of strategy to it. So you have this carnival, you're at this carnival, and you have a certain number of bullets in your little carnival pop gun at the bottom there. You can see them shrinking the more you fire. That number 5 just gave me 5 more back. The duck, if it hit down there, it just basically ate 5 bullets. And let's see, we can hit the bonus for the bonus stage. And what you want to try to do, you can hit those pipes in the carnival at the top there, or in the carousel rather. And let's see if we can get all of them. And it just gets faster, you know, kind of Space Invaders like the more that you lose, or shoot. Okay, I'm gonna run out of ammunition. No! Oh, that dang old duck. So you want to go and basically get rid of all of them as fast as you can, because if they make their way off the side of the screen... All right, there we go. They make their way off the side of the screen, they'll just keep adding more enemies, right? More targets to it. So here's our bonus round. So you want to keep hitting him, and then you want to hit him and... Oh, no! Hit him and go, because then he'll get faster. So you want to try to give him some... Oh, no! Oh, you want to give him some space so that way you can kind of run across. But that's Carnival. That is Carnival on the Pico-8. Again, looks just like you remember, or close enough to what you remember when you were playing that game as a kid. Phoenix is another 80s era shoot 'em, shmup, and so much fun to play. Let's go ahead and check this one out. Very difficult too. This one's not an easy game. It's not for the faint of heart for non-shmup players. One of the things I always forget is that you have a shield that you can use, and I always forget that I have a shield when playing this game. All right, second level, here we go. They're a little more aggressive. They fly in crazy-ass formations, and one of the things they'll do is they'll pause, just like that, and then they start moving. So, side to side. See how they came up from the bottom of the screen? Okay, so now we're moving on to this level. So this is the egg level. So what you want to try to do is hit as many of these eggs as you can before they turn into birds. Now, if you hit the wings of the birds, it'll take the wing off. What you need to do is hit them in the center to basically explode those space birds. Damn, man, that is a tough game. There you go. That's 3. We have a few more games to get through, so I'm not going to play it again, but that is Phoenix, and it's got all the levels the arcade did. So much fun to play. Pango, another one of my favorite games. This, I think I've even mentioned this before. I lost my bike as a kid because I went into a delicatessen to play Pango, left my bike sitting outside, didn't chain it up, and some jerks went ahead and stole it. Right? It was terrible. Don't laugh at that. That's terrible. That's terrible. Okay, let's go ahead and play a little bit of Pango. So with Pango, what you have to do is you're this little cute penguin in the middle of the screen. And what you need to do is you have to push these blocks of ice into the enemies. Come on. To clear them out, what I could do is shake the top of the screen and turn them scared. And basically close out the level. And so that's what you need to do. You need to basically clear out all of the enemies that are coming at you. And if you get the 3 diamond blocks lined up, it gives you extra points. I think it takes you even to a separate level. The colored blocks that you saw on the screen tell you where the eggs are for the creatures that you're going to face. Oh, shoot. Come on. And they'll start digging through the blocks like that. I don't like shaking them like that. I think you get fewer points when you do that, but... Oh, no. That's it. I think it even has the same death music. Oh, this guy tricked me. I thought he was going all the way down. Okay. No. All right. At least we only have one more left. Let's go ahead and get this guy taken care of. Come on. There we go. Now I think, let's hope, maybe they'll do the same intermission animation. Let's see. And they do. They had the little animation. They come out, they do their dance, their Pango dance. And then they march off the screen. And again, 32K. All done in this environment. And you can play it on a whole variety of systems. Really, really amazing. Really amazing. All right, let's go take a look at another arcade game. This one is Jungle Ping instead of Jungle King. Is this one flickering? Yeah, it's flickering to try to simulate a CRT. I don't like that. So let's just go ahead and turn the flicker off. And they even included the Tarzan yelp. All right, so in this, you got to make your way across these vines. And they'll be swinging at different speeds. And so you want to make sure you... Now, here's the problem. So if you grab it at the top of the vine, you'll actually travel less distance. So you want to try to hit it at the bottom of the vine, which can be difficult. I think we're going to do it here. All right, further down. And there we go. And then there we go. And I think maybe just one or two more. And then we'll be in the water. Oh! And now you're going to go and hit the ground there. So it just keeps you back on the vine you were last on, I believe. And let's see if we can get this. Oh, come on, Jungle King. Or Jungle Ping. All right, let's see. And of course, you know, you got a timer counting you all the way down. And once we fly out of here, there he goes. So now you're swimming here, and you've got to watch out for the crocodiles. You have a knife that you can use, and you have air right at the top there, so you have to keep your eye on your air meter there. You want to be very careful of those mouths. Get back up to the top, get some more air. And let's see. Oh, and he bit me. But that's basically Jungle King. It's just like the arcade was, but it's all in this tiny little footprint. And what's really cool is on the thumbnail for this episode of Rewind, I put a bunch of the cartridges into the image there so you can see what they look like. They just look like tiny, almost Switch-like cartridges. They're PNGs that you can go ahead and download, and that includes all of the game code. So you can just run the cartridge, the image, and you're in playing the game. All right, so this one here, okay, we have to hop over these or ditch underneath them if they're getting too high there. Oh yeah, we're on a roll right now. Of course, now that I said that, I'm gonna die, right? See if we can get all the way to the top. I'm just blown away by how good these little games are. Oh, there it is. Oh, that was a spicy meatball. Yeah, that was the big one there. All right, that's Jungle Ping. Let's go ahead and take a look at a couple more before we get out of here. Shortwave, shoot 'em up by Lazy Devs Academy. All right, here we go. Look at that. All cute. Got nice little explosions going on. You got cherries that you pick up, and they're going to come down and attack. And again, just really serviceable little... These are perfect games when you're like, you know what? I got 10 minutes. I got 10 minutes before a meeting or something like that. You just want to go ahead and jump in. Boom. Pick up your Pico-8. Go hit up Explore. Go find a bunch of games to go ahead and play. And you can go ahead and jump in. Or if you're on a call and... you can afford to not have your entire attention be devoted to the call, and then go ahead and fire it up in a web browser and go ahead and play these games as well. And because they're so small, they download and play instantly on even the slowest connections, slowest devices. Yeah, just really, really amazing. Like I said before, even on this $9 pocket chip console, $9 for this computer there. Of course, then the screen and the keyboard and everything is $60 altogether. But there we went. We download, and it's ready to play the original version of Celeste right there on this little $9 computer. It makes it just super accessible to anybody. Love it. Absolutely love it. All right. What are we doing? That's Galactic Wars Kick Wizards. Of course, okay, yeah. Let's take a quick look at a little Pac-Man clone. No audio on this one, and this is somebody who's probably learning how to go ahead and program. But they created the actual full maze that you would have in the arcade, right? Scrolling off the screen, really, really cool. All right, so that is That one there, Prax Fighters. So let's check this one out. We only have a few more before we go. Oh yeah, people out there protesting. Let's see. Oh, so it's got a little narrative, right, built around this stuff. I don't want to go ahead and restart. Uh-oh. They tried to disperse the crowd. Here we go. Shoot 'em ups, man. My favorite genre. So super accessible. Love figuring out the patterns for some of them. Bullet hell ones, though, like Don Pachi and those get a bit overwhelming for me. I'm more of the Raiden 2, Xevious, you know, those sorts of games. Very much like this one. Love him. Love him. Yeah, and you just hold down the fire button here and off you go. Got some smart bombs you could throw out there for the bigger enemies. But yeah, super amazing, amazing little game. And so I'm actually going to be developing a couple of games myself. Because why not, right? Just have some fun with it. And modifying some other games that I download that I like too. So, you know, we'll do a follow-up episode with a couple of those results so we can see what I've been messing about with as well. But all right, so that is Explore. Let's see if we have any other ones that we should go ahead and take a look at before we get out of here for the day. Let's see. This is Cat's Paw. It's made by Cat's Paw. Oh yeah, another top-down shoot 'em up. Ooh, look at that. Oh, it's got an awesome little background there. Look at the parallax scrolling on this as well, right? Something that really gives it depth, and they're using different levels of brightness to go ahead and show you that it's further away, right? All tricking the system and tricking your eye into seeing something that you're not. Really amazing. Amazing. Remember, this is all done with, I think, 128 sprites maximum. And these sprites are all 8x8 pixels. Just great. The creativity in this stuff is amazing. Perfect platform for game jams. Perfect, right? Because you're creating those constraints for the developer, and so they have to go ahead and stay inside those tiny little constraints. Love it, love it, love it. Oh, yeah, let me go ahead and we've got a meeting starting up here that I'm going to have to leave for a minute to go ahead and jump into. But I'm going to let him know I'll be there in 5. There in 5. We are on Rewind. On Rewind. And so, yeah, we're just going to push that meeting out just a few minutes here. Let's see. I think we've got maybe 1 or 2 more I want to go ahead and check out real quick. So let's see. That's a Cherry Bomb Dominion. Yeah, Dominion also really good. Really good. Let's see. So now, oh, we can change our weapon. Oh, there we go. We have different weapon systems as well. Oh, and it's giving you, see, look, it's giving you a little tutorial. Okay, now my weapon overheated. Pretty awesome. All right, but before we go, I only got in there for a minute. This is one I definitely want to go ahead and take a look at because it is just pretty fantastic. And of course, it's the original Star Wars game. And let's go ahead and check that one out real quickly here. And then we're going to get out of here and let you get on with the rest of your day and an amazing weekend. I hope that you have for yourself. Here we go. This is Star Wars Arcade Alpha. Check this out. This thing is amazing. And yeah, let's go pull our trigger to start. Oh, you know what? This one's going to have me use, yeah. Let me see. Can I do that here? Yeah, I'm going to use the mouse for this. So here you go. Now, it's not playing the full Star Wars theme song, right? But this is the original Star Wars arcade vector based game, all done in Pico-8. Check this out. We have the tower level as well. Pretty awesome. And notice, I mean, look, the environment is pitching left to right as you go and turn. You could blow the tops of the towers off. You have your fireballs there. You've got, and then the next scene should be the Death Star trench run. And again, if you want to learn how to do all this stuff, go ahead and grab a copy of Pico-8. Start downloading these games, crack open the editor, and start learning how they went ahead and made these incredible little experiences. All again in 32K of bytecode. Pretty crazy. Yeah, look, we even have, now it's starting off a little more, on a more difficult level to start off here. We didn't have these, the barriers on the first level in the original arcade. I seem to be avoiding those fireballs pretty handily as well. But yeah, it is the Star Wars arcade game all on, again, Pico-8. Pretty crazy. And it just, again, this is what I love about, I mean, a lot of developers across a wide variety of industries, but game developers are just a different breed, right? All right, let's go hit the exhaust port, and here we go. And boom, we blew up the Death Star, didn't we, kids? Yeah, we did. Oh my goodness. So that was the Pico-8 environment. Just really amazing little development environment. If you have any interest in older games or retro type of games or limited environments in which you create some amazing experiences, definitely go ahead and check out the community. Go check out the software, the editor. Really just absolutely fantastic. I absolutely love it. I can't wait to go ahead and start creating some more games in this and share them with you at a later date. But let's wrap this all the way up past the top of the hour here. And so, yeah, I have to say, I want to thank you all for spending your afternoon with me here on Rewind. And remember, if you are a video game developer of any size, from AAA to indie, make sure you head on over to aws.amazon.com/GameTech to discover the products, solutions, and services that we offer to help you on your cloud game development journey. And if you're a beginner looking for a clear starting point to help you build a career or learn to produce games in the AWS cloud, we recommend you start with an AWS Learning Plan. This set of on-demand courses will increase your knowledge of game servers and game analytics and help you grow your technical skills to solve real-world game development, compute, and analytics problems. And you can demonstrate your knowledge to the world by earning digital badges. Head on over to aws.training/GameTech to start your AWS for Games learning plan today. And of course, I want to thank Waterflame. A special shout out as always, and thank you for allowing us to use his music here on Rewind. Make sure you head on over to his YouTube channel at Waterflame Music to check out his incredible work. And lastly, if you care about preserving the history of video games as much as I do, make sure you head on over to the Video Game History Foundation's website at gamehistory.org. They're doing incredible work to preserve the history of our industry for future generations. And I want to thank you for spending your Friday afternoon with me, exploring the incredible library of the Pico-8. Have a wonderful rest of your day, an awesome weekend, and we'll see you next week on Rewind.